Have you been looking for a good elemental auto rifle for Season 15? Well, in this video, I'm going to take a look at some of my personal favorite picks, show you some of the perks I would look for, and let you decide whether or not you want to add these to your arsenal for Season 15 of Destiny 2. Alright, first up here we have the Shadow Price with Corkscrew Rifling, Hammer Forge Rifling, Extended Mag, Alloy Mag, Surplus, and Unrelenting. Now you get this from a Nightfall, also with a Ranged Masterwork, mind you. This one actually edged out the Arc Logic and Sorrow's Verse. So that's two I didn't choose. And you see here by the background gameplay, very, very nice auto rifle, super stable auto rifle. Range is actually really nice on it. And can roll with perks like Bottomless Greave, Warple Weapon. Alright. I would recommend a Handling or Stability or Reload Masterwork. Medium impact, but it's got range like none other. Accuracy, not too bad as you see here. I'm putting the shots right where I want them. Reload speed's actually pretty quick on it. Pretty fun gun. Perks I'll look out for. Warple Weapon, Bottomless Greave, Unrelenting, as you see what mine has. Rampage, Kill Clip, Dragonfly. If you get the Adept one, you can use the Adept mods on it. Alright. Now we have the Summoner for the Solar Elemental class. And this one is one of my all-time favorites. Alright. As you see here by the roll of this thing, Overflow Elemental Capacitor. This thing is an absolute beast of a gun. This is one of my personal favorites. It is a fast-fire 600 RPM buzzsaw. Impact isn't too high, but it makes up for it with an absolute hail of bullets. Alright. As you see here with the Elemental Capacitor perk, I'm not going to comment on stability because that can be changed via the Elemental Capacitor perk. But perks I would look for: Overflow, Rampage, Elemental Capacitor, Dragonfly. Alright. Stability or Reload Masterwork. Handling is not bad at all on this gun. And a little Accrued Redemption mode action there. I mean, what can I say? Give you guys a little bit of everything. Now, as you see here with the Void subclass and using Elemental Capacitor, this thing is a laser beam. Alright, reload's not too bad on this gun, as you see here. Reload Masterwork can make this thing an absolute beast. Get you back in the fight, get you back slinging lead again. Alright. Also, this was actually an old Trials weapon that I picked up. I had the honor of getting taken to get this gun, and I want to see if it lived up to the hype that was around it, so I picked it up. And I have personally used this gun in 95 Garden of Salvation runs, and it has not failed me. This thing is an amazing gun. If you have the chance to pick one of these up from Xur or somewhere, somehow, do it. This thing will not let you down. This gun has actually edged out the Arctic Haze, the Europa Auto Rifle. The Europa Auto Rifle just swayed around too much and it didn't feel right for me, so it edged it out. Now, the next gun on the list is the new one from Season 15, Season of the Lost, and we are actually looking at the Chrysaria Mellow, or I probably butchered that name, as you can see. Flared Magwell, Outlaw, Dragonfly, with a reload speed masterwork. And guys, this thing hits like a freight train. It is a 360 RPM slower firing auto rifle. But guys, say like all the other auto rifles are like throwing rocks at your enemies, this thing is like throwing boulders. This thing hits like a truck. Alright. And on top of that, Outlaw, Dragonfly. Outlaw will actually boost your reload speed. Dragonfly, you know, cause explosions. Why not? Alright. And the 360 RPM bracket has one other auto rifle in it. The False Promises. So this is like an energy version of the False Promises. Really, really accurate gun. I really like this gun. Alright. I would personally take this into something like Garden for the Consecrated Mind encounter, shooting the eyes. So where I can put the shots where I want them and hit the right eye. As long as I don't have Dragonfly and accidentally hit the wrong one and vaporize myself. Now, perks I would look for. This gun can actually roll with some of the new perks like Encore. Crap, I just had to break right there. I'm so sorry, guys. Encore, Ensemble, Adiago, Harmony. Harmony and this gun, Harmony and Dragonfly in this combination would be an absolute beast of a gun. to where you can swap off to another gun, like I swap off to the 1K there, boost the damage of this gun, and get the Dragonfly going as well with, say, something like a minor or major spec. You will be clearing ads like nobody's business with this thing. And like I said, with the accuracy, it sways a little bit, but once you kind of get the feel of the gun, it's really not too bad. I'm still learning this gun and learning its quirks, learning its traits, learning its best characteristics. So perks, honestly, I would look for Rampage, Encore, Harmony, because Encore can actually boost 2 different stats at the same time. So there's something for you guys to look out for. Auto-loading holster, if you don't have the auto rifle holster mod yet. Alright. Outlaw, as you see what mine has. Ensemble, if you are running with a team. Now, other perks I would look out for. Adiago, but Adiago's a weird one. I'm still learning that perk myself, learning how to abuse it and how to really make it work in my favor. Sweet little explosion there, by the way. I had to add that one there. Now, as for this auto rifle in particular, I would go with something like a reload masterwork, a stability masterwork, or a handling masterwork. One of those 3 right there would be the main 3 I would look for in a masterwork, and I'd be happy with that. And as you see there, it makes very short work for wizards with solar shields. This thing is actually a little bit of a treat to use. I love it. All right, next up for the Void class, we have the Gnawing Hunger. Guys, this thing is, as you see here by the roll, I have Substance, Swashbuckler, 46 round mag, reload speed, masterwork. This thing has actually edged out the Age-Old Bond and the Reckless Oracle. These two guns, that gun right there and the Reckless Oracle, by the way, actually come from the Age-Old Bond. I'm so sorry about that, guys. I got the name wrong. As the Age-Old Bond and the Reckless Oracle are actually 2 raid guns. One comes from Last Wish, one comes from Guardian Salvation. And as you see here by this thing, this is a 600 RPM Void Shredder. Alright, shell casings flying through the air. The sound of this gun alone is just an absolute monster. Impact is moderate impact, but it makes up for it. And guys, the sound this thing makes is actually, it's music to my ears. I love that sound right there. That thing is awesome. Now, it bounces a little bit, as you see here by the background gameplay, but it's actually pretty stable. Alright. Once you start with this one here, once you start ramping up Swashbuckler, this thing is a beast. I've actually taken this gun into Deepstone Crib and Garden of Salvation, and it's never failed me. Alright, this gun has actually served me quite faithfully. I've always been a big fan of the Gnawing Hunger rifle itself. Ever since I got my very first one, I was like, ooh, hello there. Now, perks I'll look for. Honestly, Substance, Rampage, Swashbuckler, like what you see this one has here. Kill Clip, Demolitionist, because Demolition is actually a perk I would look for on any of the auto rifles. Because you can throw your grenade, automatically be reloaded back in the fight. Alright. Masterworks, I will go with a reload or stability. Handling's not too bad on this gun. I mean, it could be better. It could be worse. I mean, it's about mid-tier. It's about average handling for an auto rifle. Now, like I said, this gun has actually edged out the Age-Old Bond and the Reckless Oracle. The Age-Old Bond is just too slow firing for what I was doing. And the Reckless Oracle, it had a great magazine size, largest magazine of any legendary auto rifle in the game. But the impact wasn't there. But what the Reckless Oracle had as well for it was the fire rate. That thing is a bullet hose. But anyway, I digress. As you see by the background gameplay, just taunting the ads, waiting for them to come out. Range is actually not too bad on this one. Damage, once you start ramping up Swashbuckler, and delete the captain. Popping with an arrow. And like I said, delete the captain. Deal with those small guys. And as you see, really not too bad. I would be very comfortable taking this into a raid. Something like Vault of Glass, even. Deepstone Crypt. When the one for Witch Queen comes out, I would be very comfortable taking this in. Alright. Now, I really hope you guys enjoyed this, because this actually took a lot longer than what I wanted, because there are so many competitors and so many really solid contenders. Now, if you guys got any sort of value out of this video, by all means, let me know down in the comments below. And let me know, what's your favorite pick, what's your favorite role, and which one do you like? And if you agree with me or disagree with me, let me know, alright? If you enjoyed the new video layout, let me know as well. I'm also on Facebook. I'll put the handle up on screen here in just a moment. Y'all take care. Y'all stay safe out there. God bless you, and y'all have an absolutely wonderful day.